surrogate. I carried Boris in 2008 for Didier and Eric. I live in Arizona, in the U.S. I was personally motivated to become a surrogate for numerous reasons. Obviously, I enjoy helping people, and I really wanted families to be able to endure what I had as a mother. So in 2007, I contacted my godfather and told him I really wanted to become a surrogate. He was like, okay. And I said, but for a same-sex couple. And he was like, oh, so excited, and joy came out of his mouth. And I was so happy to hear him on the other line. He was in a long-term committed relationship for years, and him and his partner were never able to have a family of their own. And it was extremely sad because they would have been wonderful dads. And so to hear the excitement from him, how things have changed, was more reasons why I pushed forward to hunt down an agency and move forward with the process of surrogacy. So 2007, I signed up with Circle and moved forward in becoming a surrogate. And as everyone has said on this panel, there's many things that you have to do to become a surrogate. So I went through all of the initial screenings, and they were happy to say, okay, it's time to move towards the medical process. So I gathered up all of my medical records from my previous pregnancies and shipped them over to Connecticut, and you wait for the doctor to review and make sure that that process is acceptable. And once that's done, then you move on to psychological, and you go through all the testing, and you talk to a counselor, and you take different tests to make sure that you're good to go on that. And then after you go through that hurdle, then you move forward as far as matching. And for me, it felt more like dating. It was interesting, to say the least. So you fill out this lovely questionnaire that's multiple pages, pretty much a booklet, of every possible scenario that can happen to you. And you try to be as honest as possible in the moment of filling out the packet. And then that packet is submitted to your agency, and they see which parents would best fit you in the matching process. And like everyone said, we start to do phone calls, and I was fortunate enough to meet Didier in person. Our first phone call, it was a Friday. He's like, what are you doing on Monday? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, do you want to meet for lunch? Here he lives in Europe, and I live in Arizona. And so we met for lunch on Monday. And it was very unique, and we got to see each other in person and really build our relationship. And I think the trust aspect definitely builds upon the pregnancy, and it's really important for you to be open and honest about what you expect. Some may only want photos once a year. Some really want contact with the surrogate as the child grows. So I think the most important thing for you to do is be really upfront and honest. That way you're matched properly with the surrogate of your choice. If there's any challenges throughout the pregnancy, the best part of having an agency is you can rely on them. So you're set up with a counselor that you can call at any time to be able to talk through any of that stuff. I know for me, I was very open in the very beginning, so I contacted the doctor that I really wanted to use and make sure that they were pro-surrogacy before moving forward. The same thing with the home clinic to make sure that everything was comfortable for everyone. And the hospital too, I called ahead of time and made sure that they were okay with it, and they knew exactly what they were expecting when we showed up. So I think it really made things more smoothly for all of us. And they were lucky enough to be there for the delivery. They came out beforehand, and we were all together and experienced a wonderful thing. They have their son who will be 4 in September. Oh, he's right there. And seeing them grow and engaging, Boris engages so well with my own children. It's like one big happy family. So we have been very fortunate to build such a wonderful relationship. So that being said,
Melissa, do you want to talk about your family, your husband, and
Oh yeah, absolutely. So my husband, in the beginning, was, I think, shocked that I wanted to pursue this, and then after he was done being shocked, he became very supportive, and he was wonderful. He was like, well, I'm willing to be supportive with anything you want to do, and he gets along wonderful with the guys, and he was there for every step as well. So if Didier wasn't there for appointments, my daughter went, or my husband, so I had a lot of support during the pregnancy, which is great because you're on so much medication the first 12 weeks that it can be very hormonal. So it's nice to have that support system. So I have a son who's 9, a daughter who is 7, and we just recently adopted 2 boys in December, 4 and 3. So we have 4 children total.